Hi, everyone. Today we're going to spend a little bit of time developing a fine art for baloney detection. It's really important that when we're looking at world issues, that we've got a good idea of the quality of information that we're receiving from websites or from media outlets and so on. And so there's this great book that was put together by Carl Sagan on this topic. And what I've done is I've summarized his key points into a short slideshow. So in the news section, you're going to find the link to the slideshow. And it's always best to click on the little button here to open in a new tab. And then it'll make it into full screen. You could download it, but you might as well just simply open it up in a new tab. And then you can simply click on present and watch it in nice full screen. There's Carl Sagan himself. And so the slideshow is going to go around and explain why it's important to be able to sort out fact from fiction, especially in today's day and age where over 50% of the American population gets most of their news from social media and not from regular news outlets. So I've got a couple of charts here, and then I get into the fine details of, well, here are some things that you should think about when you're reading an article. So, for instance, when you're reading a story about, well, 9/11 never happened, that the Twin Towers are blown up by the United States government, well, you might want to consider the following things. Whenever possible, there must be independent confirmation of the facts. Encourage substantive debate on the evidence by knowledgeable proponents of all views. I've got some examples and so on down here of each one of these different little ideas to keep in mind when you're reading information from a particular website. Towards the end, I get into the following tricks. So quite often, as you're reading through an article, you may become aware of some of these tricks that the author is trying to use in order to divert you away from the real truth of the matter. Ad hominem is a very common attack. Instead of, for instance, attacking a person for what facts they've presented, you attack the person themselves. For instance, well, he's just a high school student. You know, how on earth could he know about this topic? Well, many high school students have done a lot of research and are quite knowledgeable about things. So attacking the person instead of what they have to say is an example of a spin doctor trick called ad hominem. At the very end, once you're finished the slideshow, you'll go back to the class website, and in there you'll see a little quiz here, Fine Art of Baloney Detection. Please do the quiz. You won't be able to do the quiz unless you've done the previous quiz from earlier this week, which was the quiz on events, which was right here. What is happening in the world practice quiz. So if you haven't done that one, it's not going to allow you to do the next one, which is this one right here. Likewise, if you don't do this quiz, even though this is not for marks, it's not going to allow you to proceed with the course. Best of luck.